Hey, what's going on out there in YouTube land? This is Alabama Reloader, bringing you a little bit different video today. Not geared around reloading, but around a new firearm that I just picked up about a week ago, less than a week ago now. So, I'm sure by the title you already know what in the heck it is, so we won't really waste any time here. There she sits. This is the, so we'll have to make sure it's unloaded for all of the range officers out there on YouTube, all the YouTube operators. Look at that, nothing in the mags. Make sure all the YouTube tactical experts, the field operatives, all of those guys will make sure that this is a good, thorough review. No, I'm just kidding, because I'm not in any way, shape, form, or fashion any of the above. I'm just a regular guy. So, but this is the CZ 75 Rami. There we go. CZ 2075 Rami in 9mm. So, picked this up down at Mr. Big Guns, and this is actually the this is the low capacity, I believe that's what it's called, low capacity compliant version. It comes with two 10-round mags, so nothing in the gun. Life is good, everyone. It's okay. Calm down. So yeah, it comes with two 10-round mags. So on this, you're going to have the pinky underneath the mag when you go to fire. Not a big deal. Doesn't bother me at all. I've shot this particular handgun. Let's see, I bought it, then ran and grabbed, I think 100 rounds of 9mm, and then my cousin gave me 50 rounds, 50 round box of hollow points for my birthday. It was actually last week, which is why I bought this. This was a birthday gift to myself. And then I went and snagged a 500 round ammo can of Winchester 9mm, just 115 grain, full metal jacket stuff from Cabela's. I bought that, so I've only put 200 rounds through it. I went and did all that. I had my daughter that day. We went and picked it up, grabbed the ammo, ran to the local range. I just wanted to put some rounds through it, that way I could come back and just do sort of an initial overview of the firearm, let you know how much I love it. I loved it before I even bought it, but yeah, after shooting it, it just kind of confirms how much I like this firearm. So yeah, it's an aluminum, or not aluminum, but an alloy frame. All right, so an alloy frame with a steel slide. It's got some weight to it, which is one thing I like about it. Also with CZ's, CZ75 family, the slide is internal, so there you go. The slide is actually internal. You can see that there, rides inside the frame, and because of that, the recoil, you'll call it recoil mitigation. Obviously recoil is still there, but due to the fact that that slide rides in the frame, recoil is very manageable, as far as like the muzzle rise and all of that jazz. So just overall a really fun gun to shoot. Fits nice in the hand. Of course, quality, I don't even really have to touch on that because it's a CZ, so you know what you get when you're buying it. Pretty top-notch stuff. It is double action, single action. So the first trigger pull, once you're boom, you're in double action, and then after that, it's single action. The trigger is, you know, on that double action pull, it's got a lot of heft to it, but for obvious reasons, because it's double action. After that, once it goes into single action, right there. So it's trigger is super nice on this firearm. I was pleasantly surprised with how nice the trigger was right out of the box. It does have the manual safety there. So this model does not have a decocker. It just has your manual safety. So the grips are like a rubberized texture, some type of rubber. So pretty tacky though. Not tacky as far as, you know, a good grip. Not tacky like Roll Tide, which of course I'm an Alabama fan, but not tacky like you would think. But yeah, like a good firm grip or texture there with some tackiness to it. So it's not overly aggressive, which is something I like. There you go. 3 dots there on our sights. And yeah, so another thing to point out for all of the YouTube operators out there and super whiz-bang high-speed tactical individuals, there are no forward slide serrations. Serrations are pretty aggressive on the back. Yeah, I mean, you definitely know you've got the slide. It's not a problem. For me, I know I'd seen some complaints, I guess, because the slide does ride in the frame, that there's not a lot of real estate on the slide to grab onto. If that's an issue for you, then don't buy a CZ. They're 75 model. I mean, that's just common sense. If that's something that you're concerned about, then don't buy one. Just don't be stupid and go waste your money. Because if you're going to complain about it, then why have it? Which is not an issue for me, but again, no front slide serrations for all the tactical people out there that really like that kind of crap. Then you can go watch a YouTube channel called Garand Thumb. It's like M1 Garand, you know, G Garand Thumb. You can go watch him. He's a big fan of forward slide serrations for press checks and all that fun jazz. But he kind of does that stuff for a living, so he is kind of a tactical fella. For me, I'm just your regular average Joe. I got a 9-to-5 job and then reload, and I shoot a little bit on the weekends. So this is going to become the everyday concealed carry. I got to get a holster ordered for it, but right now I'm just kind of looking around online. Going to get a Kydex carry appendix. I'm also going to order, they make a 14 round extended mag for this, which that comes standard in just the normal model. So again, this is the low round capacity compliant model, which I would imagine are for stupid states like California and places like that for whatever reason believe 10 rounds is better than 14 rounds, whatever. So they do make this low capacity compliant version for those type of areas. And so this was sitting on the shelf at Mr. Big Guns. Walked in, you know, had a little cash on me, and I'd been looking for a CZ. He had a few different models to pick from. I think he had a couple of different P10s to choose from, and then he had the Rami. And man, I picked this thing up. I just kind of ran through the motions with it. Really liked it, so went ahead and bought it. Now next up, again, I'm going to get that 14 round extended mag, and then that'll be the everyday carry. Get out to the range. I'm actually going to head over. I'm going to hit up my buddy Matt Todd. He owns Range 351, which is local here, North Alabama. Out, I believe it's in Limestone County. Super awesome guy. Really good in terms of training, handgun tactics, concealed carry, shooting methods, you name it, self-defense. He's kind of the go-to guy in my opinion locally. So I'm going to reach out to him, see if he can get me up to speed on all that fun stuff. So go check him out, Range 351. And then also don't forget to go check out Mr. Big Guns and see what kind of deals they're running on some firearms if you're interested. So, but that's it. That's the initial review. I'll probably update with another review once I get more rounds through it. So appreciate y'all checking it out. Y'all have a good one.